All right, and we're back. Hopefully, I don't fuck up and then leave things on mute. Dude, I've been doing that all the time lately. Yesterday, I was talking for like the first 5 minutes and not a fucking word because I was on mute. But, anyways, how's everyone doing today? Tom, you in here? Zebra, anyone? Whatever. We're just gonna get going on the writing stuff, the writing questions, cues. All right. What is creative writing? So, creative writing, in my opinion, is anything fiction. Now, uh, there's a very real chance and likelihood that you have to create when you are writing nonfiction, but it's different. Like here, you're creating an entire world. So I would say anything where you have to create a character, create a world, those both count. Because even if you have a character already that you have in your head, if you put it in a created world, that's creative writing. Likewise, if you have your real world and you have a created character and you put them into your world, that's also creative writing. So either way, you can kind of have your creative writing and get that going, if as long as you have a created world or a created character. So really fiction, in my opinion. And then it falls into different genres. Is it science fiction? Is it fantasy? Those are the two that I kind of bias towards. Is it horror? So all these things count for creative writing. So if you have any, if you ever want to talk about creative writing, you want to come through and chat about it. We stream on Twitch. A bunch of writers stream on Twitch, and we sit and talk on my stream every Monday through Friday at 4. So come and ask your question, and I will. I'll do my best to answer it. Tom, yes, I am recording. I was by myself, so I figured I might as well knock it out. How's your day going, buddy? Hey, Tom. How's your day going? Yeah, I literally I just say whatever I think the first time. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like I have a series of questions I came up with, and then I just blurt out whatever I feel like talking about. It's really just so I can get the phrase, get the question. Did you have any sessions today? I actually had a good lifting day last week because I was still coming back from COVID. Um, Well, 2 weeks ago, I was definitely still coming back from COVID. Last week, I still was a little weak. But today was the first day where I went to the gym and I was like kicking ass and taking names. So that was nice. So, but yeah, now I'm thinking about my dang Tom. Now I'm thinking about my creative writing answer. But really, it's just creative. Like, yeah, I have to remember in the beginning to like say why people should listen to me. Be like, I've written 12 books. I've done X, Y, Z. Because then it gives like a little bit of like authority. All right, let's take a look at the Reddit writing prompts. We'll just get going here. Got a lot on my mind. I got a book coming out tomorrow. I still don't even know what we're gonna do for that. Probably the same shit I always do. I'm such a creature of habit. I literally just do the exact same thing every day. So we'll probably just be here at 4, hanging out, looking at book sales. Oh, there's Kita going to her bed. Hey, Keeks. Let's see. Please, our campaign just reached Route 66, but Mother Dragon was not budging. No, young dragon, it's still a school night and you know the rules. You can finish your game or pretend another time. Mom, I've told you it's not pretend. It's called Offices and Humans, and it's really complex. What? I don't get that one. Vampire Society have been loyal customers to a carpenter for years. He made the best coffins they have slept in for centuries and never really got suspicious of so many wealthy people willing to pay premium for the same niche item. As he got old, the vampires tried to offer him immortality. Oh wow, that is good. Luis Sanguinius Romero de la Villa Lucar Tepesh. These are all pretty good. It turns out, compared to the rest of the species in the galaxy, humans are short, explosive, obsessed, breeds rapidly, and are vaguely disturbing to look at. Yes, human are in fact space goblins. I feel like this one was on here already. No man can kill me, the demon taunted, taking in the carnage it had caused. But I'm no man, you proclaim, ripping off your helmet to reveal your feminine features. This is literally from Return of the King. This is from Lord of the Rings. You strike, but your blade bounces harmlessly off the demon's hide. Did you really think that's what I meant? You fool. That's pretty fucking funny. Dude, have you ever had this one thing happen where you see the same word over and over and over again? Dude, I have seen the word eldritch, Eldritch, so many times. And strange or unnatural, especially in a way that inspires fear. But I cannot think multiple times a day. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? And it's such a weird word. Like, I was like, what's going on here? Look, I know we're arch enemies. We got the classic superhero, supervillain dynamic and everything going on, but I honestly can't think of anyone better to be the godparent of my kid than you. You're a linguist, and you've created what you believe people would have spoken at the Tower of Babel. You're shocked to find that everyone understands it. That could be decent. It reminds me of Snow Crash. After obtaining a magic bag With an infinite supply of quarters, you travel the world. When visiting the Grand Canyon, you accidentally knock your bag and it falls in. It catches onto a lone root and tips over. You watch in horror as an endless stream of quarters rains down into the canyon. That's interesting. I kind of like this one. I'm gonna do it. Dude, my dog is fucking snow loud when she sleeps. She's sitting over there. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. With this story, what can we do? Vampire Society have been loyal customers to a carpenter for years. He makes the best coffins they have slept in for centuries and never really got suspicious of so many wealthy people willing to pay premium for the same niche item. As he got old, the vampires tried to offer him immortality. Does he want immortality? Immortality kind of seems like a curse to some. Hmm. Maybe throw a wrinkle in that he he would have done it if he was younger, but now that he's old, he doesn't want to because he's gonna be stuck in his old body. And so what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Since and then he doesn't want it. Is there like is there a simple story that we can make? A correlation? Um maybe he's just gonna do his apprentice. Alright. Alright, so let's see. The story will be, let me transfer over. Alright, so the story is going to be that he I have a little more room here. Come on. There we go. So the story can be that the old man turns down immortality, but he tries to get immortality for his apprentice. But the vampire's not sure, and you're just gonna have to trust it. Gotta be. So the problem is that vampire society wants consistent access to high quality bedding. Oh, that's the desire. The problem is that humans die. A human will die. The opponent. I mean, in this case, it's going to be the coffin maker. The revelation. My dog's over there. I think she's been sick. I think she has an infection. And so she's over there like scratching her face and stuff, and I was just making sure that she's not scratching too deep. All right. Let's see. The bell. The front door bell jingled. Cutting through. Oh, I don't want to do that. Through the sound. The front door bell jingled. The bell jingled, and the glass front door creaked open. What the hell does that button do? It was summer. It was the middle of the day. In the middle of summer. The kind of afternoon where nobody would suspect anything amiss if a coffin shop's owner was gone for lunch. The owner of this coffin shop, however, packed his lunch every day. He also didn't believe in air conditioning. So between the because of the air conditioning, the windows needed to be open so that the vapors from the lacquer didn't accumulate and make him and his apprentice lightheaded. The owner of this coffee shop, however, packed his lunch every day. He also didn't believe in air conditioning. The windows needed to be open so that the vapors from the lacquer didn't accumulate and make him and his apprentice lightheaded. The windows needed to be open. Harold had a strong suspicion that he'd inhaled enough chemicals to become a medical oddity. Should offer myself up for science, he muttered to himself. What was that? His apprentice. What's his apprentice name be? Can't wait for later. Most powerful page I ever wrote. Shayla finally broke. Ooh, really? Most powerful page, Zebra? Dude, you know I'm there. Oh, Tom, you're back. Nice. Daryl. That's what Wintermuting does. Oh, you need to put channel redemption points to read a viewer's work. Huh, what do you mean? You need to put channel redemption points to read a viewer's work. I don't know what that means. That's what Wintermuting does. I did a couple times. She reads. Oh, you have to like put in these points so she reads your stuff. Ooh, nice. Back to Apex. That's what's Yeah. That makes sense. If you can be bothered. Oh no, dude. Literally, I am more than willing to read something on stream. Oh really, Zebra? I didn't know that. That's a good idea, Tom. Reading a viewer's work. Let me write a note for that. Makes it interesting to hear your own works being read by another out loud. Let's read Zebra's stuff. I'm interested. Really? This is something you, hold on, would you be interested, Tom, would you be interested in me, or Zebra even too, would you be interested in me reading your work on stream? It didn't even occur to me before. But if you want, I could read it and like as a like to get through it, and then we can also look at it if you wanted feedback. Yeah, it's a good laugh. It's fun. Okay. Maybe we should have maybe we can do like a day of it. Um Let me think about how I want to implement this because I could even, dude, I'd even be willing to do like a Friday, because Friday I always tend to have a shorter writing stream day. But even if we just like read someone's work on a Friday, that could be a fun. I mean, a couple times a week probably, but starting on Friday, this Friday. What is this? Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, nice. I think to my third short story. Dude, you're cranking right now. Dude, Zebra, that's a good most powerful page I ever wrote. That is if that's a sales pitch right there, man. I mean, you might not even be trying, but I'm hooked. I know, dude. Most powerful ever? That's like. Or you could read your own stuff, Marcus. Like tomorrow, even. Oh, maybe I'll read the first chapter tomorrow for mine. And then I do have a little bit of work I want to get through Thursday, and then I can read one of your guys on Friday, maybe? Just what was I gonna say? Uh Tom, you might have to send me I'm gonna ask you for the link again, to be honest with you. But we can talk about it. We can talk about it before the event. Or before the day. But no, I mean I have no problem at all alternating between um reading stuff on stream and writing. I mean, but then again, it's like if we want to make it where it's like you write your own stuff kind of while I'm on stream or off stream, and then I read it slash feedback it slash whatever. Um, Old man Tobias is with her, found the crack and snapped it, and what he said with the added music playing in their background, it all clicked. Ooh, I love that. That's a good addition to the music. That's something I can't do like in books that you can do on like that in your format. That's really cool. When I read it to edit it, I had to stop and just stare. Like, oh, dude, I love that feeling. Dude, I am so happy for you. Congratulations, man. That's a great feeling. You're just like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's great. What up, Nachito? Sometimes I don't even know what's good and bad after a while. Dude, Tom, the more I write and like the older I get, the more I'm convinced that what's good is what you can convince other people is good. And so that's it. If you can convince other people that some new age experimental bullshit is good, well guess what? It's good. That's because you just convinced everyone. And so, yeah. Nachito, did you get your tooth pulled yet? Is it already pulled? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry you had a don't enjoy it. Jesus Christ, Zebra. Nachito, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, buddy. Was your tooth pulled already? Like some people say Virginia Woolf was a terrible writer. I haven't read her work, but like she's famous for something. Exactly. I'm like, dude, even like J.K. Rowling, if you read Harry Potter, it's not like the best writing on earth. It's just a great story. And then on the flip side, like James Joyce Ulysses has this like experimental writing, and it's like kind of shit, but like everyone just obsessed with it. And like if you're like a fucking snooty Harvard or something, then it's like that's like your jam. But oh, Nachito, you rescheduled it for tomorrow? What is zebra? What's a non-gelded horse? Oh, castrated. Right. Oof. Can you ride a non-gelded horse, or are they too wild? It's a horse in an MMO that doesn't have a guild. Nice. Only those experienced with them go near a non-gelded man. You don't let. Oh wow, you don't let kids. Really? Holy shit! I had no idea that they were that, aggressive. So like what you see in like a racetrack for like racing horses, are those typically gelded or are those non-gelded because they need that kind of that testosterone to inspire peak performance? Slash, I don't even know if it's testosterone, but the hormone kicks. Non-gelded usually, if they're big owners, they sell their seed for mega dollars. Yeah, I know that you can like be a fucking like you can make a fuck ton on the breeding side of it. I just yeah, that's a good point. I would have like if I'd thought about it for a second, I could have figured that out myself. But okay, interesting. Hold on, Nachito, why was today so shitty though? Well, and why are you mad at yourself? More importantly, sonorous. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yes, sonorous voice replied. What's like a word for if like you're looking at something but like incisively? Let me see. It's incisive. Definition: intellect, clear thinking, acute, incisive. Incisive. blocking off some of the sunlight that trickled in from the massive front windows. A really bad swimmer's ear yesterday because I was gonna dry my ears after I showered and couldn't sleep. Dude, I had swimmer's ear one time. I thought I was gonna die. I was such a bitch about it. I woke up late, ordered food, and then the DoorDash hung up on me twice. And I canceled that shit because she would have probably spit in my food or some shit. Wasn't even rude. Oh, dude, that's annoying. What time did you were you on Destiny? Like really, I guess it'd be really late for you, but then really early for me. So I could have sworn I woke up and I saw you were playing and I was like, "What the fuck? Did he just play all night?" A giant Pandoid blocking out some of the sunlight that trickled in from the massive front windows despite the years of grime clouding them. Massive yellowed. Maybe I'll say yellowed instead of massive. And when I woke up, my ear was so swollen that it fucked up my jaw alignment, so I can't chew right. My dumbass rescheduled my appointment. I shouldn't have rescheduled. Damn, dude, it sounds like you have a lot of inflammation. You should look into like eating clean for a little bit, so that way your body isn't so inflamed. Like you shouldn't have that much inflammation just because of like a fucked up ear. Or just take NSAIDs. Like take ibuprofen or acetaminophen. I gotta. Oh, are you working now? Or are you talking about working on your own shit, on your personal shit, Nacho? Nacho. Hmm. Like I'm working on having things like that. Fuck all my plans. Should have still gone to my appointment. Oh yeah. Nice, dude. That poor dog. I can tell her hip hurts so bad. All right, John Pierre Black. Trying to Rainbow Bridge Walk. The hell's a Rainbow Bridge Walk? Returning to building. Reference Rainbow Bridge. Let's see. Oh, for dogs. Yeah, dude, she won't even be able to walk across a rainbow bridge. Her hips are too bad. She's gonna cling to life. What do you want? Harold said, returning to the coffin. He was preparing for Ivan. No, what's Dracula's real name? Isn't it Ivan? Didn't we look this up? Ivan the Terrible, Ivan the Bloodthirsty, Ivan Dracula, Ivan the Terrible. Ivan Vasilievich. No. Vlad. Oh yeah, we're naming him Vlad. I feel like that's what really defines people with more experience. They don't let obstacles make a dent on their work. Especially because I won't do like my dad in that sense. That'll get shut in the West wildest conditions. Yeah, but like you don't have the same external factors, Nacho. Yeah, that's why I put Vlad. So you don't have the same external factors. So for example, like my dad, immigrant as well. So if he fucks up one day at work, he can lose his job. If he loses his job, he loses his set. If he loses that, then he has to go back. And so it's like this terrible cascade of things. And then if we don't have the same life or death or like kind of high stakes outside forces, so it's easier to say like, fuck it, I'll just do it later, I'll do it tomorrow. But that's something that's like, it's a skill, you just got to practice it. Like you said, you just gotta, you just gotta do it yourself. What is it? I got to work through that type of shit. Like, exactly, it's just something you got to do. It's just easier. It's easier to just make sure you show up, whether you're sick, tired, hungry, broken, whatever, if you have, a shit ton of everything. Like, right, like even my dad, it's like he couldn't, even if he wanted to take a day off because he had his rent, that means he gets to send less money to his dad in El Salvador. So it's just there's just a whole slew of different consequences for like your actions if you're not an immigrant. I'm assuming your dad's an immigrant. Sorry if he's not. I just know you said he was Mexican. My dad's from El Salvador. He came over here in like, what, 79? Yeah. So it's just different stakes, dude. So it's like, that's all it is. He felt the typical annoyance. Outside returning to the company's parent for last money. He remembered, thought about how Vlad found it as called a society. Like they were better than everyone else. To the company for company. That shit grinds my gears. Yeah, dude, you'll be back at it tomorrow. Oh, does it make the swelling go down at all? It might still hurt enough, but usually you can you notice something with the inflammation. He thought about how Black Ops Group was like he was called the group he represented. Noslin. Yeah, heating pad could work too. Get the juices flowing. He looked at Daryl. Nodded his assent. Is that the right word? Assent meaning. Two S's? It is. I did not know that. So apparently ascent with SC is to climb. Ascent with SS is to give permission. I thought they were the same word, different meanings, but learn something new every day. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say before letting it go is there's a stigma of younger workers that were pussies. I hate it, but it's fucking true. Shit, Nachito, why you have to say that? I know it's the reason I don't hire green workers because you're a high maintenance. I'm trying to get out of that phase. I don't know. Nacho, you're funny as shit, bro. Yeah, dude, it's literally okay. I'm gonna tell you straight up, as someone who like, I'm pretty regimented. I get up every early, like, 5 before 6 to write. I mean, I'm no Zebra, right? Zebra's probably up at 2 a.m. to go fucking gather the horses and water the chickens. But like, I'm pretty regimented guy. And you almost had to treat everything as a test. Like, damn, this thing really thinks it's gonna stop me? They don't know. Like, it's like, oh man, you think that this inconvenience is gonna fuck me up? Ha! That's it? Nah, no problem. And that's how, I mean, everything is a test to see how serious you are. So it's like, yo, you think one little fucking tooth's gonna stop me from doing what I gotta do? Fuck out of here. I don't know. That's just how I think of it. But like I said, Zebra's on like a whole nother level, bro. 5:45 in the morning? 5:45 a.m.? Oh man, you must have slept in. That I could see Zebra coming. Like I could see if I lived with Zebra, like we each like act like next thing you know, then he wakes up at like 4:15. I'm coming back from like a 2 hour run. Like, dude, I was up at midnight so that I'd get a run done. I love how you were like, I hate it, but it's fucking true. That shit cracked me up. I wish I could go work in construction for a couple months just to grow some hair on my balls, you know. My back is fucked, but I feel like I need that. I mean, even like just it's not even that you need to do something, dude, though. It's like cuz I got a buddy who works in construction and every chance he gets, he's sleeping until, sleeping till noon and he's doing this that and the other. And so it's like I don't necessarily even think that that you need to get a job in some field. It's literally just a mindset shift. It's like, you know what? No one's going to fucking do this shit for me. So I have to do it all myself. And you think like, and I don't know, like it's like if you're, it's almost like I think of it a lot like if I say I'm gonna do something, that's I'm going to fucking do it. Like that's just I can't like I don't care if I'm dying. I will crawl my ass to this, that, and the other because I said I would do it. And so it's just kind of getting that. Um, don't allow machismo to guide your actions. Well, that's also very good advice, Zebra. That's something that very good advice, and especially I mean, you grew up around like Latin culture and whatnot, so um, you definitely know what it's like and what's going on. Graveyard is full of balls and few brains. That's ain't that the truth? Don't let the lower dictate the path to the upper. I haven't used that interruption. I've come today because we'd like to offer you an opportunity. Harold put and gave Ivan, not Ivan, Vlad. Vlad his full attention. Haven't you ever wondered what I've been coming into your shop for decades now and haven't gotten any older? I figure you moisturize. And stay out of the sun. Alex at the front windows, leans back, and looks out the front windows. Goro, does your book have a single vamp who's addicted to hits of garlic from the underground club scene? Ooh, nice. I like that. I'm gonna throw that in next time, Goro. I'll throw that in next time. So this is from a Reddit writing prompt. Hold on, is that from Twilight? Dude, I literally have never seen Twilight, so please don't be mad at me. So this is from the writing prompt from Reddit writing prompts. Vampire Society have been loyal customers to a carpenter for years. He made the best coffins they have slept in for centuries and never really got suspicious of so many wealthy people willing to pay premium for the same niche item. As he got old, the vampires tried to offer him immortality. Blade meets Twilight. Ooh, yeah, I definitely fucked with Blade. And I'm excited for the new Blade. Did you did you see the end of the Eternals where oh fuck, I forget all the names. Anyways, at the end of the Eternals, you hear Blade say some shit. And it's like, oh my god. When does the new Blade come out? July 2022. Oh, it starts filming. Oh my goodness. That's late. What about a vampire who will only settle for weeping willow trees as its casket wood due to being the most emo? Damn, Goro, where were you when I was coming up with ideas for this story? These are solid vampire story tropes. Goro, do you write horror stories? Do you write fiction? Do you write nonfiction? I can just imagine he like walks in with like his hair like Pete Wentz circa 2005, like just like covering half his face like this, and then he's just all moody and stuff. I do not fall to the folly of books. My ideas are sparks of the moment, purity unbound. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I write books. I have another book coming out tomorrow, actually. But I am honored to meet someone who spontaneously has sparks, pure sparks of ideas. That's dope. Unbound, might I add. That's the key. Unbound. Hmm. Tom, have you seen all the Twilight movies? And did you see the Batman with Robert Pattinson? Oh, okay. So my brother saw all the Twilight movies, but then he also saw the Batman, and he was like, it was kind of hard to look past like Edward, his Edwardness. Um, not gonna lie, dude, I thought it was fantastic. Like the new Batman, I thought it was really, really good. It was like Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix, like the same kind of like I could see this happening. It seemed realistic. Like it wasn't the world's going to end with the multiverse collapsing with XYZ. Like it was like it was a very good movie, I thought. What about a vampire who suffers from dissociative identity disorder? One personality kidnaps people as a food source, but under large amount of stress, the other half takes over and frees the food, so to speak. Ooh, I like that. Like a almost like a Moon Knight, like a vampire Moon Knight. Did you watch Moon Knight? That shit was good. I loved that one. That was a good ass show. Yeah, no, Nachito, I agree. It was very good. I thought it was very good Batman. And I like that it was like it was based on like crime, like stopping crime in Gotham and not like these kind of like aliens and shit like that. Like it just seemed very real, much more real than any other superhero movie lately. Yeah, it's about what Batman is. He's a detective and he fights mentally ill foes and corruption in his city. Yeah, exactly. Whereas like Justice League feels like these like gigantic extra things, and it was just like nah, like Lex, like all like the Lex, like I don't know, like this one felt it was like a good it was a good one. I thought. Did you guys ever see Riverdale? If you look past teenage marketing attacks and the corny moments, actually kind of cool. No, I'd seen my girlfriend's roommate watched it, but I'd never seen it before. I love what they did with Jughead, but like that's just not who Jughead actually is. They should have made Archie that character, not Jughead. Dude, my Melissa's old roommate would have 100% known all this rub. Like she loves that show. She's watched it multiple times through. I've never even seen it. I just like walked by when it was on. Jughead is supposed to be silly, not serious detective. Only thing was that really bad was the underage sex scenes. That shit was weird. Dude, I feel like that's how Euphoria is. It's like, why you guys have all these underage sex scenes? You could also make a story about a vampire who has a wealth of cryptocurrency that they gained when they were human. However, due to how they look, they can't cash out, and they are watching the horror of how the Reddit stock players are crashing the pile of wealth they earned so many years ago, therefore creating a monster as the crypto crashes. Goro, are you sure you haven't written any books? These are all great ideas, man. Like, you should be writing these. You could sell these stories, I bet. I could be the king of the dollar bin and smut books of home. Dude, amen. A fucking men. Someone's got to be king. If Pete Davidson could be king of Staten Island, you could be king of the dollar bin of smut books at Walmart. I'll tell you that right now. I would go to war with him. Nice. A vampire with a plasma disorder like lactose intolerance. Gas expanding in his coffin as she rests. And it just like pops the lid every so often as it escapes. I would hire Kanye as general and give him 5 poodles as warhounds. Ooh, that could work. I recently saw his collaboration with Balenciaga, and it's like this all black ninja costume, and it's like, dude, have your generals rock that. That'd be dope. I think it's important for teenagers to be more informed about sex, but hypersexual culture doesn't count as education. Now you have a whole generation of people that are only bi only because it's a fad. There are obviously those that are truly feel like that, but come on, as a teen, I didn't even know if I wanted to play Minecraft or God of War for that afternoon. This whole do-what-you-feel culture is not good for people's quality of life. Reality is feelings are volatile. Yeah, I think it's just making a different environment for them to try to experiment with different feelings, though. It's just not so taboo anymore. That's all. But I know what you mean. Hmm. All right, let's go pop this in Grammarly. Man, I feel like Goro has so many good ideas for this. I was like, I'm not even using all these fire ideas. Oh well, I already had it kind of planned out in my head, so I was like, all right, let me just write this one. Nope. There have already been a few stories of children they decided to be trans, their parents helped them do it, and then they're adults now and wish their parents didn't let the child. Yeah, I mean, but it's like everyone has to navigate. It's like n equals one, uh, n equals one type of situation. I feel like it's like, but the problem is, I think it's just important that like there's acceptance. Hmm. Oh, whoops. There we go. Nope. In quotes. Yeah, it just kind of comes down to like the reversible versus irreversible decisions, I think. Bro, I spoke with the devs. Shit, why did you talk to the for the DIM guys, Nacho? Oh, okay. You're trying to get tags. Have you used Google Keep? No, I haven't. Step yeah. Who's standing in front of a bull, zebra? I can't even tell you what the only time I ever saw a bull was at the agricultural fair. Oh, so it's like Google's notes or stickies. Yeah, I can see that. What were you talking about? The other Google thing, like that you can. It's almost like a Google whiteboard, right? Dude, that would be good. My friend works for Google in New York. She's like a salesperson. Oh, yeah, Google Jamboard. That's what it was. In case you guys want to see the what I wrote today, you go upvote everyone else's. See if I can get this post popping. Sales rep makes so much money. It's wild. Dude, this girl, she has to make so much money because she literally, like, I'll like, we're friends on Insta and stuff, obviously, and I'll like, she's always at like events and concerts, and then like she'll be at like some foreign ass, nice ass islands and shit. It's like, damn, I can't imagine, dude. That'd be dope. Turning him down. Remind me, who's the guy? Who's the guy who turned down the Nobel Prize? What's his face? Philosopher, 40s, French. Oh my gosh. Sartre, Jean-Paul Sartre. He turned down the Nobel Peace Prize. That's like you, Zebra, turning down Google. Sales rep makes so much money. Not kind of commission most all the gym and food and shit. So does Google provide gyms and food and stuff? Is there a list of Google items like books, maps, etc.? What do you mean? Like in the G Suite? Problem with sales is super catty. It's a career that attracts the most vain people. I wouldn't even say vain. I mean, just like it's a different type. It's like personable people at Google, or like to be sales. Like not, I'm not just Google. To be a salesperson, you have to be very personable. Need to see if I can get Elon to respond to me again. Dude, what did he say to you, Zebra? He got back to you in a tweet, I'm guessing? Man, that guy's always on Twitter. I don't know how he's on Twitter so often. Yeah, they're in free haircuts and free massage, free food, free gym, free trainers, free art class, search class, tech ref. Oh man, yeah. But then your whole life just turns into Google. It's such a way to like trick you into being like at work all day, right? Like it's like, yeah, we have everything here, free food. It's like, yeah, but then you're stuck at work all fucking day. Was asking about specifics on hard AI versus soft and specific cybernetic functions in my fan fiction. Oh, okay. I could see that. Dude, you know what my favorite project of his is? It's not Tesla, it's not Starlink, it's not SpaceX, it's not the Boring Company. It is Neuralink. I think that shit is so cool. Because I like really hate voice assistants. Like I hate Siri, I hate Alexa. I just want to be able to think of shit and have it happen. Like if I can think of it, why can't if I have to say these words, why does it even have to go through my meat flaps? Like why can't if I can think it, why doesn't it just happen? And like that's where I feel like it's going to be like 50 years and then it's just I just want that shit to happen now. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can guess you could yeah, I think he could probably make the most reasonable guess about where tech's going to be in, you know, 50, 100 years. Ah, Nachito, that's like a terrible like getting stuck at work all day is like awful. Like you can't do any like good luck having your own projects. Good luck doing your own shit. And besides, like no one's going to Google like even if you're just taking the gym thing, right? No one is going to be a fucking killer at Google. Like you just won't. Like you're missing out on working out with firefighters and professional athletes and like really good lifters and really good body weight. Like you're just missing out on shit because like it's like good to have different circles. If you only have Google, you're just missing out on like so many different types of communities. And it's like, yeah, of course they could get good at these things, sure, but it's like you're talking like even just lifting, right? Like for example, like let's say there's a power lifter, ex football player, and then they just went all in on powerlifting after they stopped playing football or whatever. Okay, you go to the gym, you can see him, you can get tips from him, you can get you know work, you can get inspiration from them, but they're not going to be at Google. You like by virtue of being really good at something else, you can't be working at Google, and so it's like you're just missing out on a lot of shit by only hanging out with Google people. Yeah, but even so, it's like this self-selected place. You don't have like blue collar people. It's not like you're gonna be working out with mechanics and shit like that. Like it's I don't know. It's just constraining your circle. I don't see any reason to constrain your circle. I don't think, and I also don't think it's taking care of their people either. It's like they wouldn't do this shit if it didn't benefit them. Let's put it that way. Like they're not taking care of people. They know that people at work all day want to stay at work all day, and they'll work on shit. So you can have new ideas, but yeah, of course. Like it would be very nice to work for Google. I'm not knocking working at Google. I'm just saying there's definitely a balance issue if you spend you get to work at 8 and you're there till 8 p.m. 12 hours of your day. You can't meet other types of people. It's just only one group of people that only Google has selected. And then it's just, I don't know. Like you probably won't even meet anyone without a college degree, right? And there's a lot of people without a college degree that have a lot to offer and have a lot to say and that are very interesting, but you don't see them because they wouldn't be working at Google. So it's like, I don't know. So I don't think of these like ridiculous like perks and stuff as like this awesome benefit. It's just like a trick to try and get you to stay at work more often. Would like Neuralink in my colon so each time it moves, it activates every Apple AirTag on the planet. Zebra, that'd be a good prank. That's some shit Elon would do. From what I've heard is they would rather give these amenities to their employees than pay more in taxes. But like from an economic stance, it's better for the community. They give so much money to my community and give so much to nonprofits and partner with trade school programs. I think the top people in Google might not have it on their mind, but there are a couple of people at Google with good intention in their hearts. They use the research to help and assist. Yeah, I mean, and people, and I agree. I agree with you that they definitely are trying to help and assist. But at the end of the day, it all benefits them because at a certain like, once they went public, once Alphabet went public, their only responsibility is to shareholders and to increase the price of the shares. That is the point of their job. And so it's like if it didn't increase their share price, they wouldn't do it. Like they can't. Like that's not their job anymore. Their job isn't to create the best anything. Their job is to create value for their shareholders as soon as they went public. And so I mean, I'm sure these things all work out great, right? Like if you went and worked for Google, it sounds like you would love it. It sounds like this is exactly what the type of thing you'd want to do. But it just at the end of the day, it benefits them. You know, it's like it's still 14th Amendment. They have to focus on them. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't do it if it didn't benefit them. Like it benefits them to have so in their head, right? Like of course, like it does work out well for a lot of people to have like gyms and social events and your whole life at Google, right? But at the end of the day, they're hoping that you meet someone in another team and you come up with an idea, or you're at your office and then you go into the gym and then you go back to work because you had this one thought. And so it's just a way to keep people working way longer than they could um legally, right? Like you can't keep someone past a certain number of hours without paying them overtime unless they choose to be there. And then it's like, or like, in their salary. So they measure it as a perk, but really it's like now our guys don't even have to leave. Now they stay at the campus the whole day. This is great. Hmm. But yeah. All right, well, I'm going to take a little early break. I'm done writing, so I'm going to go ahead and feed Kita now. Make sure those hips aren't killing her too bad. And then I will be back. I'll hop on to Destiny. We can see what's good. I think there's Iron Banner. There's a special event right now, so hopefully I can get some good armor. Yeah. So guys, I'll be back. Give me like 10 minutes and then I'll be back. I'll be back chatting and then we can do some video games, some Destiny.